don't talk to. We're going to do some watercoloring. I'm going to work in the personal journal today. But first, let's light a candle. Okay. Today, I'm going to light this candle, and I'm going to dedicate it to the relationships that I have met here on YouTube. I value them. I have no reason to be on YouTube. I have no great talent. I have really nothing special. I came on YouTube because I wanted to learn from others and open those relationships with other makers, and that's happened, and I am grateful. So I'm going to light the candle for all of you new friends that I've made all around the world. So let's take a breath and celebrate this time together. Awesome. Okay. I appreciate you all. Can you see what the drips running down my, I don't slobber, honestly. But for some reason, it drips down the side of my cup. I'm doing pretty good withdrawing from hazelnut. I'm up to over 50% coconut now. Coconut milk. Ooh, you know what? That's got oil in it, so let's not use that. So the next prompt for the first signature, I'll read it to you, but it's all about watercolor. So if you haven't started a personal journal and you kind of wanted to, I put all the info for this personal journal on a playlist. So you can go and check that out if this is something that you think you might want to do. My disclaimer is, even though I am a clinical social worker and I do therapy, I'm not assuming to be your therapist. I recommend that if you feel like you need one, that you get one. This is just like a reflection journal. It is very personal, kind of hard, looking back and looking forward, and I'm hoping that I can guide you through some prompts. Okay, so on the first signature, we're doing, up until April, we're doing birth to 18. I've already done what is the most special memory. And Tracy, I don't think it's fair that Tracy guessed, but she got it exactly right. When I was little, my mom and dad split up. My dad was in California, my mom was in Idaho. And so I spent summers in California, and I literally did not own a pair of shoes. I lived on the beach, and I remember it fondly. It probably was not as rose-colored as I remember, but I'm going with my memory of walking on the beach and hanging out by the beach and catching little squids and grunion hunting and all of that. So this is my collage about my favorite memory. Okay, now, and I did a little contest. Was it Tamra that won? And I still have to get that in the mail. I have not forgotten. Number 2, what is the most important lesson learned? Now remember, it's birth to 18. Think deeply, which I already have. By the time you were 18, what was the most valuable lesson learned? Use watercolor, keep it free and easy, celebrate the lesson gained. Feel free to journal anywhere and everywhere, and then journal about that. All right, so in the first signature, we put watercolor paper. that's this right here. I bought a pad, I get a pad from Shannon over at Mixed Media Minnesota. And it has all kinds of mixed media paper. So I'm using it in this journal, and it's just perfect. When I bought it on her, she had a D-Stash sale. And when I bought it, I thought, what am I going to do with that? Oh, interrupting, special announcement. Look at this card. Freaking adorable. Oh my gads. Look at this. This is from Robin, who should have a channel. I sent her a little something. She sent me a thank you card. Isn't it cute as anything? I love it. What is it about a little envelope? I don't know. But it you know, this is why people make miniatures, because it just, you just want to, just, you know, just like that. Yeah. All right. So what was I talking about? Who knows, right? So I hope those of you who've contacted me about the prompt list and are starting, I hope you're having enough time that you don't feel pressured. I've given us over 3 months per prompt, so take your time. The 1st of April, we'll move on to the second signature. Okay, so I kind of know what I want to do. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I have too much stuff, so pardon me while I, there we go. Well, oh, I have a thing, don't I? Where are you? Huh. I have one of those book, there it is. I put it away. I want to line the edges, so let me grab some. I thought I was ready, guys, but you know, until you sit down, you don't even know what you don't have. Well, I don't know what I did with my mint tape. So, darn it, I really wanted to use it. Let me look in one more place and then I'll give up. Huh. This'll do. We'll use washi. It'll pull up good. Well, you might hear Doug vacuuming. I am literally thinking of things for him to do. He's still in his sling. He got the foam wedge taken off. They gave him permission, said you don't need that anymore. And he has 1 more week of physical therapy, and they told him they're going to cut him loose. So, I mean, he just goes through anything like this, just no pitfall. I mean, no stumbling blocks, you know. So I hope you guys are having fun with your journals. Feel free to email me, send me pictures or your thoughts, or if you have questions. All right. Maybe I'll put that right there. I did that already. So let's see. Oh, those aren't watercolors. I didn't even notice that when I opened them. We're doing watercolors. Oh, where are my watercolors? What? Jeez. I really was not prepared. Sorry, guys. Okay. I don't know that I've ever used this. And it looks like it's missing one. So apparently I have used it. For me, it's not hard emotionally or any other way, really, to answer these questions and think about my history. And can you guys see? Can you see that little hair? There's a little hair there. I mean, it's not bothering anybody, but it's the only thing I don't like about these paintbrushes. I didn't have what some people might call a perfect childhood. However, it was perfect for me. And as weird as it sounds, when people know my history, I wouldn't change it. Because what I have learned, or I guess what I had learned by the time I was 18, is I love people. And I love being in relationships with people. I love helping people. I love supporting people. And it fulfills me. And I think as a therapist, many, many, many times I've seen children who are growing into late teens, early adulthood, And they honestly do not understand themselves. They haven't been given the life experiences, the support, the challenges that are necessary to feel any kind of way. And that's really sad. I was given a childhood full of a lot of challenges. And I experienced a lot. By the time I was in my early teens, I had had a lot of life experience. And I was fortunate enough to have, by my teenage years, I had developed friendships that I still have to this day. And I am grateful for that. But I understood by the time I was 18 that I was a people person. And I actually created this prompt because even sometimes as an adult, we don't stop to think about the lessons that we learned that have carried us through. We look at the experience, but not necessarily what we gained from that experience. So I thought this was an appropriate prompt. By the time I was 18, I learned that there's a lot, we're all different, and that's great. I learned forgiveness at a very early age. When you have people in your life that you depend on and love and count on, and they show you their vulnerable side, and you are witness to their struggles, it can make you a lot of things. It can cause you to be fearful, let's see, I already did blue. Is there a purple? Did I do? I guess I did do purple, huh? Let's do this one. Challenges do not have to be your trauma. They really can be lessons learned if they're understood and processed appropriately and given the light of day, you know. Doug might come banging on my door. He's going to be leaving here in a minute. He's actually driving, which is cool. He's pretty excited about that. No, did I do that one? I don't know if I did or not. We're going to do this one. Okay. Where is, let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Almost dipped that in the coffee. Don't do that. I think I'll use something else now. Let's branch out a little bit. Now we're talking. Let's see here. That's a pretty color. I actually learned a lot of lessons before the age of 18. I think forgiveness was a powerful lesson I learned. And kindness. I learned how important kindness is. There really is no value in being otherwise. It's like I teach in therapy, staying a certain way because somebody has done whatever. It just gives you all this bad energy that you carry around. And it doesn't help anything. These little hairs are frustrating. I don't like them. Whoa. That's quite the contrast. That is not the color I thought I was dipping into. Let's try it again. I'm going to turn my phone off. I'm watching a show, a series, a little mini-series on Netflix called The Program. And it's a documentary about a program. There were several of them. There was one in Jamaica, one in New York, one in Czech Republic, I think. I think there was one in Thailand. I can't remember now all of them, but their marketing strategy was that they were a tough program to teach your kids, teens and out of control teens, to like a private boarding school, teaching them responsibility and how to follow the rules and blah, blah, blah. But it was basically a money maker for a handful of people, and they abused all these kids. I know it sounds depressing, but it's an interesting program. I kind of remember, I had a patient years ago who was sent to Jamaica to a tough love kind of program that was supposed to be, you know, full of the ocean and riding horses and, you know, in Jamaica, paradise, and it was hell. was full of abuse, and the parents had no idea. Don't put your paintbrush in the candle. That would not be good. Okay. So what I wanted to convey in this was a sense of community and support and happiness. So I think looking at this, I like it. I think I've done that. I had a lot of people in my life who did well by me. Some did not. But there were more people who were kind and helpful and loving, mostly after I was old enough to pick the people that I surrounded myself with, which I did in a very early age, very early. And so I surrounded myself around people who cared about me, took care of me, and taught me, and showed forgiveness and grace when I fell short. And I still am forever grateful to those people. And I have a lot of them in my life still, and I will forever be grateful to them. And they know who they are. Okay. Well, I'm going to set this over here. So, can you see it? Let's see. I don't know if I can show it. There you go. I guess I could take the tape off now, huh? Okay. Now, I want to show you, while that dries, I want to show you what I picked up at Michael's. Oh, hold on. I just saw the paint that was missing out of that set. Fell on the floor. Are you all cooking corned beef and cabbage? We are going out to dinner, and we're going to Olive Garden. It's a friend of ours' birthday. Okay, so I went to, all right, I saw a coupon in my email for Michael's. Cheers, y'all. For 40% off all regular priced items. Well, we had to go to Idaho Falls, which is about 50 miles away, for an appointment I had. And so I said, oh, I gotta go to Michael's. So we did. But when I got up to the cash register, only one thing was 40% off. I thought the deal was too good to be true. But she said there was a coupon a couple weeks ago, so I must have just lost track of time. This is white ink, which I thought would be really cool to stamp sentiments on black. I love that look. I picked these up because Lois over at Lowe's Keepsakes and Creations, she showed a technique that I want to try, where you put glue on and then you put the foil on and lift it off and it sticks randomly. I want to do that. This, pardon me, was intriguing. I wanted to try that. Never tried gilding paste. And I don't know, it says that there's 4 pieces. I don't know what that means. I've never done this. It says it's a kit. I don't know. These, I thought these were 40% off is the only reason I bought them. I don't buy a lot of sprays, but I did, these just kind of, if you can see, I love this gold and the white, and it's shimmer spray. And these are like metallic. And I love watching Tammy Vanentwerp because she does a lot of metallic. She's a, Tammy, we miss you, come back. Tammy's off healing from breast cancer treatment, and she has put out a couple videos, so go say hey girl on her channel. But she does a lot of metallic stuff, and every time she digs out her metallic stuff, I wish I had some. So I'm hoping that this is kind of metallic. So I plan to play with this stuff at some point, but I have a lot of things I want to do. I still, it's spring and I'm working on my winter journal. Okay, I think this is dry. Oh, no, it's not. Plug your ears. Have a sip of your coffee. Maybe that's just shimmering. Okay. All right, so that is my prompt. It's the second prompt for the first signature. There's 3 signatures in the book. What is the most important lesson learned? I don't know if I could put a word to this. I don't think I could, but I think it all boils down to we need each other. We do. We need each other. Now, the third one is, what do you think were the identified personality traits you may have developed by the age of 18? Well, that's easy. That's easy for me. So I will do that next, but I don't know. I'm not going to do it on this video. Okay. And I'm not loving my book. I don't like this hard edge. I like the size, but I don't like the spine. I gotta fix that because it's bothering me. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna do another video, probably back to back. Doug said, go play, go play. So, you know what? I'm gonna. To each and every one of you that have reached out and I've gotten to know because you comment and we have these little chit chats, love ya. This candle was for all of you. Let's have a great day and take care of each other.